Hi there everybody, my name is Michaela, and today we're going to go over how to make oat milk with pizzazz. For the original homemade oat milk recipe, you only need 5 ingredients. Vanilla extract, old-fashioned whole grain rolled oats, water, salt, and maple syrup. To the blender, we're going to add 1/2 cup of the oats, 3 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now your oat milk should look a little something like this. Once all your ingredients are added, simply secure your blender by whatever means necessary and blend for 1 minute. Now that you're done, whenever the oat milk is all one color and you can see little tiny oat pieces floating around. Now we're going to put a fine mesh strainer over the bowl. Carefully pour our blended oat milk through the strainer in order to get all of those small oat pieces out. Using your rubber spatula, you can press around the sifted oat milk in order to get all of the liquid out. Or if this is just to your liking, then feel free to skip the step. This is what we have left, and you can either compost this, you can save it to put into some baked goods like cookies, or you can simply throw it away. This is what your filtered oat milk should look like. Now you can pour your oat milk into an airtight storage container. Here I'm using an old glass Prego container, but you can use like a mason jar, or even like there's Tupperware out there, I'm sure. But yeah, just carefully pour this into whichever container you choose. Once it's all sealed, this can store in the fridge for up to 4 days. The next oat milk recipe we're going to make is very similar to the first. So first we're going to add our 1/2 cup of oats. Next we're going to add our 3 cups of water. Add 3 tablespoons of date syrup. You can either order this online through Amazon or another online retail carrier. You can buy this at a store, or you can make this at home using another YouTube video. Now we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now secure whatever type of blender you're using, and now we're going to blend it for 1 minute. Just like before, you should know that you're all done whenever the liquid is all one color. You can see little tiny oat pieces floating around. As you can see, it's not filtering that quickly, so I'm going to use my rubber spatula to move it around. Once it is all strained, your strainer should look a little like this, and your oat milk should look a little like this. And now, just like before, I'm going to pour the oat milk into an airtight storage container. Just like the original oat milk, this can be stored in the fridge for up to 4 days. Our next oat milk is going to be a peanut butter, banana, and honey oat milk. And while we're going to follow the same procedure as before, we need to prepare one of our ingredients, in particular the banana, before we start. First, we're going to just peel the banana, of course, like you would peel any banana. And I'm going to use a knife. I'm using a butter knife because bananas don't require anything else. I'm just going to cut the banana in half. Just like that. So here's my banana. I'm just going to cut little, like 1/2-inch slices. So just like before, I'm going to add my 1/2 cup of whole oats. Now add 3 cups of water. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Use a knife or rubber spatula to help get the peanut butter out of the measuring spoon. And we're going to add our half of banana. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. And just like before with the peanut butter, you can utilize a rubber spatula or a knife to try and scoop the rest of the honey out of the measuring spoon. Add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Lastly, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to secure our blender. Now we're going to blend for 1 minute. After blending, your oat milk should look like this, with little oat specks floating around. Pour the oat milk through the strainer. Strainer isn't really straining that quickly. I'm just going to use my rubber spatula to move the contents around and help it strain. Your completely strained oat milk should look a little something like this. And the liquid part of the oat milk, or also known as what we actually want, will look like this. Pour the oat milk into an airtight container. Once it's all done, this can stay in the fridge for up to 4 days.